The perils of bombastic diplomacy, a stark contrast to thoughtful leadership. In an era where political theater often overshadows genuine diplomacy, the United States finds itself grappling with the consequences of leadership driven by spectacle over substance. The presidency of Donald Trump epitomized this shift, marked by incendiary rhetoric, brash nationalism, and a self serving approach to international relations. His actions stood in sharp contrast to the measured diplomacy of past statesmen, raising questions about the long term impact of bombastic governance on America's global standing. Literary reflection on American diplomacy, such as Graham Greene's The Quiet American and William Lederer and Eugene Burdick's The Ugly American, serve as cautionary tales for the pitfalls of arrogance in foreign policy. Greene's protagonist Fowler embodies a pragmatic skepticism that values diplomacy over ideology, while The Ugly American lays bare the consequences of American hubris abroad. Trump foreign policy, however, disregarded these lessons, instead embracing a strategy defined by coercion, public humiliation of allies, and a lack of strategic foresight. One of the most striking examples was his infamous treatment of Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Rather than recognizing Ukraine's strategic importance as a frontline defender against Russian aggression, Trump leveraged US military aid for personal political gain. His now infamous phone call in 2019, where he conditioned aid on an investigation into Joe Biden, exemplified a brand of diplomacy focused more on personal vendettas than on upholding democratic values. Greene's The Quiet American offers a compelling counterpoint to this approach. It suggests that true leadership requires humility, an understanding of geopolitical intricacies, and a willingness to engage in diplomacy rather than brute force. Fowler's very pragmatism stands in stark contrast to the naive interventionism of his American counterpart, while, much like the contrast between past US leaders who valued diplomacy and Trump's brash, short-sighted tactics. As the United States looks ahead, it must ask itself whether it will continue down a path of performative leadership or return to the principles of quiet strength and thoughtful diplomacy. If history and literature offer any wisdom, it is that arrogance and impulsivity on the global stage rarely end well. The world does not need another ugly American. It needs a leader who listens, understands, and values the power of diplomacy over the allure of bombast.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.